Have you ever experienced an itch that just wouldn't go away? What if I told you that persistent itching could be more than just a minor annoyance? It could be your body's way of sending you a crucial warning. As we age, our bodies go through significant changes, and those seemingly small signs, like an itchy shin, neck, or even your back, could be pointing to something much deeper. In this video, we'll uncover 5 specific itchy spots on your body that you absolutely should not ignore. These could be early warning signs of serious health conditions like poor circulation, kidney disease, diabetes, or even heart problems. But here's why you need to watch this video until the end. Understanding these signals could be the key to catching potential health issues early, giving you the chance to take action before they escalate. Ignoring these signs could mean missing out on the opportunity to improve your quality of life and even extend it. So, stick with us as we dive into why these itchy spots matter, what they could mean for your health, and how addressing them early can help you live a longer, healthier life. Don't miss this crucial information. Your future self will thank you. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Itchy place number 1. The shins. When it comes to itching on the shins, many older adults tend to dismiss it as nothing more than a minor irritation. It's so easy to assume that a little itch is just part of the aging process, something that comes and goes without much thought. However, that persistent nagging sensation on your shins could be a sign of something far more significant, something that shouldn't be ignored. It might not just be an inconvenience. It's your body's way of calling out for attention, warning you that something deeper is at play. While the discomfort is easy to dismiss as just dry skin, it's crucial to recognize that this could be an early signal of poor circulation. It's almost like a cry for help from your body that you don't want to overlook. The skin on your shins, often overlooked and taken for granted, is one of the first areas to show signs of poor circulation. It's far from the heart, making it more vulnerable to the effects of reduced blood flow. As circulation slows down, your body struggles to deliver oxygen and nutrients to your skin, which can result in dryness, irritation, and that all-too-familiar itch. Sadly, as we grow older, the elasticity of our blood vessels starts to diminish, and conditions like poor circulation become far more common. It's an unfortunate reality that aging brings with it a host of health challenges, many of which we simply can't ignore. But that doesn't mean we have to sit idly by and let these issues spiral out of control. One of the potential culprits of persistent shin itching is a condition called peripheral artery disease, PAD. This is a serious condition that occurs when the arteries that supply blood to your limbs become narrowed or blocked, often due to plaque buildup. The effect is restrictive, like trying to force a current of water through a tiny, clogged pipe. Blood struggles to reach the skin, leaving your shins vulnerable to dryness, itching, and discoloration. PAD doesn't just cause discomfort. It's a major red flag, a warning sign that could point to something much more serious, like heart disease or stroke. It's easy to brush it off, but the reality is that untreated PAD can severely impact your lifespan, reducing your quality of life and health in ways you don't want to imagine. But the connection between itchy shins and poor circulation goes beyond just discomfort. It could be a precursor to something even more alarming. When blood isn't flowing as it should, the repercussions are far-reaching. It's not just about your legs anymore. It could indicate that your heart or other vital organs aren't working as efficiently either. The early stages of PAD might not cause much pain, but don't let that fool you. The longer you let it go untreated, the more likely you are to face long-term complications, which could include ulcers, tissue damage, and even amputation in the most extreme cases. That's why it's so vital to listen to your body, to trust those small, seemingly insignificant signals like the persistent itch on your shins. It could be a sign of something bigger, something that could affect your overall health. Let me share a story that underscores just how important it is to pay attention to those little signs. Mrs. Thompson, a vibrant 72-year-old woman, began noticing a persistent itch on her shins. At first, she thought it was just the usual dry skin, something many of us face as we age. But the itch wouldn't go away, despite applying lotion and taking extra care of her skin. The discomfort lingered. Her daughter, seeing her mother in growing discomfort, urged her to seek medical attention. Reluctantly, Mrs. Thompson agreed to visit the doctor, and after a thorough examination, she was diagnosed with peripheral artery disease. The news was alarming, but the silver lining was that because of early detection, Mrs. Thompson was able to take proactive steps. She made lifestyle changes, including medication and a new focus on physical activity, all of which helped improve her circulation. Her health improved, and her shin itching gradually subsided. The experience taught her the critical importance of taking control of her vascular health. Now, she's more mindful of her body and listens carefully to any signs that something might be wrong. If you're experiencing persistent itching on your shins, or if you've been struggling with dryness or irritation in that area, please take a moment to consider that it might not be just another nuisance of aging. It could be your body's way of telling you that something more serious is at play, like poor circulation. Don't wait for things to get worse before you act. Sometimes, something as simple as an itchy shin can be the catalyst for making the right decisions about your health. Listen to your body, be proactive, and don't be afraid to talk to your healthcare provider. Catching potential issues early can make all the difference, helping you maintain your health, vitality, and quality of life as you continue to grow older. Trust me, your future self will thank you for it. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Itchy place number 2. The hands and fingers. Have you ever found yourself constantly scratching your hands and fingers, unable to shake off that nagging, persistent itch? At first, it might seem like nothing more than a minor annoyance. Perhaps dry skin, an allergic reaction, or the result of using a new soap or detergent. But before you dismiss it as just another everyday irritation, it's important to take a step back and consider what your body might be trying to tell you. That itch may not be random or harmless. Instead, it could be an early warning sign of an underlying health condition that needs your attention. Our bodies are incredibly intelligent, often sending us subtle messages before a bigger problem arises. The problem is, many of us are so busy with our daily lives that we tend to ignore these signals, chalking them up to minor inconveniences rather than potential health red flags. But if you've been experiencing persistent itching in your hands and fingers, it's time to listen, because it could be a symptom of a more serious issue, such as kidney disease or diabetes. The link between itchy hands and kidney disease. Your kidneys are the silent workhorses of your body, filtering toxins, excess fluids, and waste from your blood. When they function properly, you don't even think about them. But when they start to struggle or fail, those toxins begin to accumulate in your bloodstream. One of the early signs of kidney disease is persistent itching, particularly in the hands and fingers. This isn't just an occasional itch that goes away on its own. It's a deep, relentless sensation that doesn't seem to let up, no matter how much you scratch. This type of itching is often a symptom of uremic pruritus, a condition caused by the buildup of waste products in the blood due to decreased kidney function. It commonly affects people with chronic kidney disease, CKD, and unfortunately, it tends to get worse over time if left unaddressed. The itching can spread beyond just the hands and fingers, affecting the arms, legs, and even the torso. This is why recognizing the signs early is so crucial, especially for older adults, who are at a higher risk for kidney disease. Many seniors don't realize they have kidney problems until the condition has progressed significantly because the symptoms often start subtly. Fatigue, swelling in the legs and feet, changes in urination patterns. These are all potential warning signs. But for some, the first noticeable symptom is that frustrating, persistent itch. Diabetes and itchy hands. What you should know. Another major culprit behind itchy hands and fingers is diabetes, a condition that affects millions of older adults worldwide. Diabetes can cause excessive dryness of the skin due to dehydration, making your hands and fingers more prone to itching. But that's not the only way diabetes can contribute to this uncomfortable sensation. High blood sugar levels over time can lead to diabetic neuropathy, a type of nerve damage that affects the extremities. This can cause unusual sensations like tingling, burning, and, yes, intense itching in the hands and feet. In some cases, the itching is accompanied by numbness or a feeling of pins and needles, which can make simple tasks, like buttoning a shirt or holding a cup, more challenging. If you've been experiencing persistent itching along with other symptoms of diabetes, such as frequent thirst, unexplained weight loss, increased urination, or slow healing wounds, it's time to take action. Uncontrolled diabetes can lead to severe complications, including nerve damage, kidney disease, and vision loss. The sooner you identify the problem and take steps to manage it, the better your chances of maintaining a high quality of life. A real-life example, Mr. Johnson's story. To illustrate just how important it is to pay attention to these warning signs, let's take a look at Mr. Johnson's story. At 78 years old, Mr. Johnson had always been in relatively good health, but for months, he dealt with an irritating itch on his hands and fingers. At first, he attributed it to the cold, dry air of winter. He tried different lotions, switched to fragrance-free soap, and even took antihistamines, yet nothing seemed to help. Over time, the itching worsened. His skin became dry and slightly discolored, and the sensation became almost unbearable at night. His daughter, concerned about his ongoing discomfort, encouraged him to see a doctor. After undergoing a series of tests, Mr. Johnson was shocked to learn that he had kidney disease. His doctor explained that his kidneys were not filtering waste properly, which had led to a buildup of toxins in his bloodstream, causing his severe itching. Thankfully, because Mr. Johnson caught the issue in time, he was able to make lifestyle changes and begin treatment to slow the progression of his kidney disease. Within weeks of managing his condition, the unbearable itching finally subsided. His story is a powerful reminder that early detection can make all the difference. Don't ignore the warning signs. If you're experiencing persistent itching in your hands and fingers, don't brush it off as something minor. Instead, ask yourself the following questions. Is the itching accompanied by other symptoms, such as fatigue, swelling, or changes in urination? Do you have a history of kidney disease or diabetes in your family? Has your skin become excessively dry despite using moisturizers? Are you experiencing tingling or burning sensations in addition to itching? If you answered yes to any of these questions, it may be time to consult a doctor. Early diagnosis and treatment can prevent serious complications and help you maintain a healthier, more comfortable life. Take action now. As we age, our health becomes more fragile, making it all the more important to be proactive. Don't wait until symptoms become unbearable before seeking help. By staying informed and paying attention to the signals your body is sending, you can catch potential health issues early and take steps to manage them effectively. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights useful, comment 1 below to let me know you're still with me. Your engagement helps me continue creating valuable content to support your health and well-being. Remember, your health is your greatest asset. Take care of yourself, listen to your body, and don't hesitate to seek medical attention when something feels off. Itchy hands and fingers may seem like a small issue, but they could be pointing to something much bigger. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and most importantly, stay healthy. Itchy place number 3, the neck and jawline. When we think about itchy skin, our minds often jump to the more common trouble spots, our arms, legs, or perhaps our back, where irritation is more noticeable and easier to scratch. But there's another area that often gets overlooked despite being prone to persistent itching, the neck and jawline. While this region may not immediately raise concerns, ongoing discomfort in this area can be much more than just a fleeting annoyance. It may signal an underlying issue that requires attention. Understanding the sensitivity of the neck and jawline. The skin in this region is incredibly delicate and more sensitive than we may realize. The neck and jawline experience constant movement, exposure to environmental factors, and frequent contact with fabrics, skincare products, and even perspiration. Because of this, persistent itching in this area shouldn't be ignored, especially if it doesn't respond to simple remedies like moisturizers or mild cleansers. Rather than being just a minor irritation, it could be a clue to an underlying health condition that demands a closer look. As we age, our skin undergoes many changes. It becomes thinner, loses elasticity, and retains less moisture, all of which make it more susceptible to dryness and irritation. The neck and jawline, in particular, are among the first areas to show these changes, as the skin here is already naturally thinner compared to other parts of the body. As collagen production slows down and the skin barrier weakens, this area becomes increasingly prone to discomfort, redness, and persistent itchiness. More than just dry skin, when itching persists. If you find yourself constantly scratching at your neck and jawline, it's easy to dismiss it as a simple case of dry skin. However, when this discomfort persists despite efforts to soothe it with lotions, creams, or other skincare products, it's essential to dig deeper. Persistent itching can be a warning sign of something more serious, such as a thyroid disorder, a chronic skin condition, or another health issue that requires medical intervention. One of the most common, yet often overlooked, culprits behind persistent itching in this area is the thyroid gland. Located at the base of the neck, the thyroid plays a crucial role in regulating metabolism, hormone production, and overall bodily functions. When the thyroid isn't working properly, particularly in cases of hypothyroidism where it becomes underactive, it can lead to a variety of symptoms, including dry, itchy skin. Because the skin on the neck and jawline is already fragile, these changes may manifest here first, making persistent irritation one of the early warning signs of a thyroid imbalance. The connection between aging, skin conditions, and itching. While thyroid disorders are a common cause of unexplained itching, they're not the only factor at play. As we grow older, the body produces less natural oil, leading to increased dryness and a greater likelihood of developing skin conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, or seborrheic dermatitis. These conditions can cause chronic irritation, redness, flaking, and even mild swelling in the affected areas, especially around the neck and jawline, where the skin is particularly vulnerable. Seborrheic dermatitis, for example, is a common condition that tends to affect areas with more oil glands, such as the scalp and face. However, it can also extend to the neck and jawline, leading to scaly patches and persistent itching. Likewise, eczema and psoriasis can cause inflammation and discomfort in these regions, making everyday activities like wearing scarves, high-collared shirts, or even sleeping on certain fabrics uncomfortable. A real-life example: Mrs. Davis's journey. Consider the case of Mrs. Davis, a 74-year-old woman who experienced relentless itching around her neck and jawline. Initially, she assumed it was just a reaction to the dry winter air and tried applying extra moisturizer to keep her skin hydrated. However, despite her efforts, the discomfort only worsened. The skin on her neck became increasingly dry, irritated, and inflamed, leading to frustration and sleepless nights. It wasn't until she consulted her doctor that she discovered the true cause: hypothyroidism. Her underactive thyroid was disrupting her skin's ability to maintain moisture, triggering the persistent itching that no amount of lotion could relieve. Once she started thyroid medication and adjusted her skincare routine to include more hydrating and soothing products, she noticed a significant improvement, not just in her skin, but in her overall energy levels and well-being. When to seek medical attention. If you're dealing with persistent itching around your neck and jawline, it's crucial not to ignore it. While occasional dryness may be normal, ongoing discomfort that doesn't improve with standard skincare measures could indicate a deeper issue. If you experience any of the following along with persistent itching, consider speaking with a healthcare provider. Unexplained changes in skin texture, dryness, flaking, or rough patches that don't heal. Swelling or redness that persists despite using moisturizers or gentle skincare products. Fatigue, unexplained weight changes, or sensitivity to cold, which may suggest thyroid issues. Itching accompanied by rashes, inflammation, or sores that don't go away. Taking control of your skin health. It's easy to write off itching as a minor nuisance, especially as we age and experience more frequent skin-related changes. However, discomfort that doesn't subside is worth investigating. Whether the cause is a thyroid imbalance, a chronic skin condition, or another health-related factor, addressing the issue early can prevent further complications and improve your overall comfort and quality of life. Your skin is your body's largest organ, and it often serves as a window into your internal health. Don't ignore what it's trying to tell you. Seeking medical advice sooner rather than later can lead to an early diagnosis and effective treatment, allowing you to enjoy life with greater ease and peace of mind. Aging may bring changes, but persistent itching doesn't have to be one of them. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Itchy place number 4. The back, upper and lower. If you've ever dealt with an itchy back, whether it's that unreachable spot between the shoulder blades or a persistent irritation in the lower back, you know just how aggravating it can be. You twist, stretch, and even try to use the corner of a wall or a back scratcher just to get some relief. And while that momentary relief might feel good, it often doesn't last long. For many older adults, this is a common and frustrating issue. But what if I told you that a persistently itchy back isn't always just a nuisance? What if it could be a subtle warning sign of something more significant happening inside your body? Aging and dry skin are common culprits, but there are times when an itch is more than skin deep. It can be an indicator that something isn't quite right with your health. One of the most overlooked causes of persistent itching, especially on the back, is diabetes. The link between diabetes and itchy skin. Diabetes doesn't just affect blood sugar levels. It impacts the entire body, including the skin. When blood sugar levels are consistently high, dehydration becomes a serious issue. The body loses moisture, and as the skin dries out, it becomes increasingly sensitive and prone to irritation. This dryness can lead to a relentless, itchy sensation that no amount of lotion seems to soothe. But that's not all. Diabetes can also damage the nervous system in a condition known as diabetic neuropathy. This nerve damage often manifests as tingling, burning, or itching sensations, particularly in areas like the back, where nerve endings are concentrated. Many seniors might assume their itchy back is just part of the natural aging process, but if it persists or worsens, it's worth looking into. Recognizing the connection between high blood sugar and skin irritation could be the key to catching diabetes early, before it leads to more severe complications. When itching signals something more serious. While diabetes is a common cause, it isn't the only internal issue that can lead to persistent itching on the back. Another serious condition to consider is liver disease. The liver plays a crucial role in filtering toxins from the bloodstream. When the liver isn't functioning properly, due to disease, damage, or even cancer, these toxins build up and can trigger widespread skin irritation and intense itching. This type of itching is often more pronounced at night and can feel deep-seated, almost as if it's coming from beneath the skin rather than just on the surface. The thought of liver disease or cancer as a potential cause of itching might sound extreme, but that's exactly why it's so important to pay attention to persistent symptoms. Ignoring them or brushing them off as just dry skin could mean missing a critical window for early diagnosis and treatment. A real-life example, Mr. Harris's story. Let's consider the case of Mr. Harris, a 78-year-old retiree who, like many, assumed his itchy back was nothing more than a mild irritation due to dry skin. It started around his lower back and shoulder blades, and at first, he thought applying lotion would solve the problem. But as time went on, the itching became more intense, and he noticed that his skin had started to change texture, becoming unusually rough and patchy. His daughter, noticing the changes and his constant scratching, urged him to see a doctor. After some initial hesitation, he agreed. A series of tests revealed that Mr. Harris had early-stage diabetes. His doctor explained that his high blood sugar levels were drying out his skin and contributing to nerve irritation, which was causing the relentless itching. Thankfully, because he caught it early, he was able to manage his condition with medication, dietary adjustments, and proper skin care. Within a few months, his itching had significantly improved. This story is a perfect example of why we should never ignore persistent itching, especially when it seems to have no clear cause. If Mr. Harris had continued to dismiss his symptoms, his diabetes could have gone undiagnosed for much longer, potentially leading to more severe complications. What you can do if you're experiencing persistent back itching. If you find yourself frequently scratching your back, take a moment to assess the situation. How often does the itching occur? Is it getting worse over time? Do you notice any other changes in your skin, such as dryness, discoloration, or unusual texture? These clues can help you determine whether it's just dry skin or something more serious. Here are a few steps you can take. 1. Moisturize regularly. Dry skin is common in older adults, so using a good quality moisturizer can help prevent and relieve minor itching. 2. Monitor other symptoms. Pay attention to any additional symptoms, such as unexplained fatigue, increased thirst, frequent urination, or changes in skin color. These could indicate an underlying health issue. 3. Check your blood sugar levels. If you have risk factors for diabetes or a family history of the condition, consider getting your blood sugar checked. 4. Evaluate your liver health. If your itching is severe, persistent, or accompanied by jaundice, yellowing of the skin or eyes, seek medical attention immediately. 5. Consult a doctor. If the itching continues despite home remedies, it's time to see a healthcare provider to rule out any serious conditions. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Itchy place number 5. The feet and ankles. Aging brings about many changes, some subtle, others more noticeable, and one of the most frustrating of these can be an increase in itching, particularly in the feet and ankles. What may begin as a minor irritation can quickly become a persistent and uncomfortable issue that refuses to go away. For older adults, this seemingly small problem can be more than just an annoyance. It may be a signal from the body that something more serious is going on. Initially, many people might dismiss itchy feet and ankles as just another unwelcome sign of growing older. Dry skin, occasional irritation, or mild swelling might seem like normal inconveniences. But when the itching becomes persistent and is accompanied by other symptoms, such as swelling, tenderness, or discoloration, it's crucial to pay attention. Persistent itching in the lower extremities is not always a simple side effect of aging. While dry skin is a frequent cause, it can also indicate underlying health concerns that should not be ignored. Our feet and ankles are often the first areas to show signs of circulation problems, fluid retention, or even more serious conditions related to the heart or kidneys. When the itching becomes chronic, it may be a red flag that demands further investigation. Understanding the connection between itching and circulation issues. As we age, our circulatory system naturally weakens. This decline in efficiency can lead to fluid retention, commonly known as edema, which often manifests in the feet and ankles. Edema occurs when excess fluid accumulates in the tissues of the lower body, leading to puffiness, discomfort, and, in many cases, relentless itching. If you've ever experienced the sensation of your skin feeling tight and stretched, you know how uncomfortable it can be. The excessive fluid buildup can make the skin more sensitive and prone to irritation. But beyond the discomfort, this condition may be a sign of something more concerning, such as poor circulation, heart disease, or kidney dysfunction. One of the most common circulatory issues affecting older adults is peripheral artery disease, PAD, a condition in which the arteries that supply blood to the legs and feet become narrowed or hardened. When blood flow is restricted, the skin in the lower extremities becomes dry, less elastic, and more fragile. Over time, this leads to increased irritation and a higher likelihood of persistent itching. Poor circulation also reduces the body's ability to heal minor cuts, scrapes, or other skin irritations. This means that even a small scratch on the foot or ankle can turn into a significant problem if left unchecked. If you notice that your skin is taking longer than usual to heal or has become increasingly itchy and inflamed, it could be due to reduced oxygen and nutrient supply to the affected area. Edema and heart-related conditions. We often associate edema with swelling, but many people don't realize that it also contributes to persistent itching. The more fluid that accumulates, the more stretched and irritated the skin becomes. This condition can be linked to serious health problems, such as congestive heart failure, CHF, which occurs when the heart is unable to pump blood effectively. When the heart struggles to circulate blood efficiently, fluid tends to pool in the lower extremities, causing swelling, tightness, and discomfort. For some individuals, the first noticeable symptom of heart failure may be persistent swelling and itching in the feet and ankles. Unfortunately, many people overlook these early warning signs, assuming they are just a normal part of aging. But ignoring these symptoms can be dangerous, as untreated heart failure can lead to life-threatening complications. A real-life example, Mrs. Williams' story. To illustrate the importance of paying attention to persistent itching and swelling, let me share the story of Mrs. Williams, a 72-year-old woman who dealt with this very issue. For months, she noticed that her feet and ankles were itchy and slightly swollen by the end of the day. At first, she dismissed it as a minor irritation, blaming dry skin and perhaps a bit too much standing. However, as time went on, the itching became more intense, and the swelling refused to go away. Even after moisturizing regularly and keeping her feet elevated, the problem persisted. Finally, Mrs. Williams decided to see her doctor. After undergoing a series of tests, she was shocked to learn that she had congestive heart failure. The fluid retention in her legs was not just an uncomfortable side effect of aging, it was a serious medical condition that required immediate treatment. Her doctor prescribed medication to help manage her heart condition and reduce fluid buildup. Within weeks, she noticed a significant improvement. The swelling decreased, the itching subsided, and most importantly, she gained a greater understanding of the importance of listening to her body. Had she waited longer to seek help, the consequences could have been much more severe. What you can do if you experience persistent itching in your feet and ankles. If you've been dealing with persistent itching, swelling, or discomfort in your lower extremities, don't ignore it. Here's what you should do. 1. Don't dismiss it as a minor issue. While occasional itching is normal, Chronic itching combined with swelling or skin changes can indicate a more serious condition. 2. Monitor your symptoms. Pay attention to when and how often you experience itching. Is it worse at certain times of the day? Is it accompanied by swelling, redness, or tenderness? Keeping track of these details can help your doctor make an accurate diagnosis. 3. Check for other symptoms. If you also experience shortness of breath, fatigue, unexplained weight gain, or skin discoloration, these could be signs of heart or kidney problems. 4. Stay active. Regular movement and gentle exercise can help improve circulation and prevent fluid buildup in the legs and feet. 5. Moisturize regularly. Keeping your skin hydrated can prevent dryness and reduce irritation, but it won't address underlying medical conditions. 6. Elevate your feet. If you notice swelling, try elevating your feet while sitting or lying down to encourage proper circulation. 7. Consult a doctor. If the itching persists despite your efforts, or if it worsens over time, seek medical advice as soon as possible. Early diagnosis and treatment can prevent more serious complications down the road. So, what have you learned today? From the importance of paying attention to persistent itching on your shins, hands, neck, back, and feet, to understanding how these seemingly small signs could be early warnings of serious health conditions, this video has covered it all. Now, it's your turn to take action. What's one thing you've learned that you'll start paying more attention to in your life? Whether it's listening to your body's signals, seeking medical advice sooner, or simply being more mindful of changes in your skin, let us know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please leave your comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable content on staying healthy and living your best life as you age. Your support means the world to us, and together, we can spread the knowledge that helps everyone live healthier, happier lives. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.